And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. A lot to go over. First and foremost, if you'd ever like to contact the show, 706-889-9700. That's a 24/7 hotline number. Also, chief@fetchernews.com. And there's all the social media ways that you can follow this show. And FYNTV.com there. There you go. All right, so let's see what direction we got to, you ever hear those guys, and I am getting caught in this. I'm getting caught, but don't you hate that when there's a lot going on and then some analyst says, oh, we've got a lot to unpack here. We've got a lot to unpack. And I've been saying that recently. So we have a lot to unpack here this morning. Number 6, the new Secretary of State of Georgia, Brad Raffensperger. He won last night the election by about 4 points, 52-48. John Barrow, the Democrat, has not conceded the race yet, just asking for all the absentee ballots to be voted, but there is no way the absentee ballots will shrink anything to the point to where Raffensperger will not be the next secretary, the Republican there, the next Secretary of State of Georgia. Now, let me just say it this way. Well, now we have to see if he has the chops to do the job, and that's just the bottom line. Now, during this last election cycle, I chose not to bring Raffensperger on. I chose not to bring John Barrow on or the Public Service Commissioner, Chuck Eaton, on the show, and along with what was her name? Why did I never get her name correct? Lindy Miller. I chose not to bring any of the candidates on the show. I told you several times about the campaign, and I actually spent more time focusing on Stacey Abrams, what they are doing, and what it meant to Georgia to have him as Secretary of State. So nothing disrespectful to Mr. Raffensperger by not having him on, but he would have come on and said, vote for me, and gave you his list of things that he planned to do. And I want to stay focused on the reasons why you don't want to let Democrats in the house, in the chicken house there. Okay, so that will be your new Secretary of State. Let's see, is this a repeat, redundant? Am I saying this again? Is this a rewind? Let's make sure he has the chops to do the job now, because this is going to be tough. This guy is walking in to federal lawsuits. Going to be a lot of stuff going on here in the Secretary of State's office that he'll have to handle. Chuck Eaton is also the winner. All right, so that election is over, done, finished, in the books. Georgia, there's no more elections other than today we start the new one. Who will run against Donald J. Trump, who will primary Donald J. Trump, and will Stacey Abrams run against sitting Senator David Perdue. But we're not going to do that. Now, what better way to bring the president down? Now, let's not go into Mueller right now. Okay, that's a record. That's a record that's like, that's a B-side right now. I mean, yes, Flynn, the media is going nuts that Flynn is not going to get any, sorry about this, that's my apology on that. Flynn is not going to get any jail time, okay? So he's not going to get any jail time. Flynn is not. General Flynn, Michael Flynn, and they are talking about Roger Stone taking the 5th. But here's what I want to talk about. What is being done and manipulated on purpose, okay? If they can change, let's say this. How am I going to spell this out? Okay. The media gets up every day and wants to know how they can figure out what they can get Trump on. Okay? And I've made reference that they've got the big chalkboard, and over on the chalkboard they write bullet points of subjects that they can work on to try to bring our president of the United States down. Okay, and the country, is my opinion. There's many that dislike our country, okay, and they're upset that we're not rioting over global warming. Now climate change. The media would be running, this just changed in my mind real quick, but the media would be running Paris and all the cars burning and the outrage. They would be running all of that rioting in France right now on your TV 24/7 if somebody said that was due to climate change. That was the French people upset that Macron didn't add taxes to them, their gasoline or their diesel fuel. If that was France on fire because they wanted Macron to stop all air conditioning units, okay, from running in the summertime. Anything like that, you would have 24/7. But the revolt of the people, based on his climate change and his gas, his diesel taxes that he had to rescind, but it's too late. It's too late for these people. They're upset. It's done over. You hear nothing in the media, very little. But on a daily basis, they try to create an issue. Now, how many Americans truly, let's go with number 10, okay? All right. Dow plunges amid tariff uncertainty, okay? All right. Now, consumers went, okay? Consumers went. Now, you will watch somebody on TV and they'll say, well, you know, they'll put that tariff on there, but it's really a tax on the American people. It's really a tax on the American people because it gets passed on. Well, I'm not going to argue the economics of tariffs today, but Black Friday and Cyber Monday, record shopping, record numbers were hitting this country. Okay? I mean, you go over here to Walmart, they are pushing out the TVs as fast as they can to the cars, trying to get them out there. You can't get in these shopping centers again this year. And record numbers in sales. Record numbers. Do you think the people that went online, that bought or purchased that new big screen TV or that new home device that you could talk to and say, hey, you over there, what's the temperature? Hey, you over there, turn the lights on. Hey, you over there, turn the TV. Hey, you over there, play this song. That home entertainment system or whatever you got now. Do you know how many people went on there and said, oh, I wonder what I'm paying the upcharge on a tariff? No, record numbers in sales, right? So yesterday, the Dow plunged 799 points based on uncertainty in the markets, uncertainty in the world economy, all right? And this is what's getting sold to you today. See, yesterday you thought you had a good job. Yesterday you thought your job was going well. Yesterday you thought your job was bringing in maybe enough income, okay, to buy the TV. Yesterday you thought about booking that vacation. Yesterday you thought about opening as a small business that new store. But one day you may think different. But that was yesterday. So what does the media have to do? Okay, and I will get through with this. But I know there's so many stories out there that other people are working on. But my point this morning is this. First of all, let me do this. Okay, let me do this. Every once in a while, I like to look at seeing what direction the media is trying to take the country. Now, do you believe in a deep state? I believe in a deep state. Oh, no, he's not going to go down that road right now. Yes, I do. I believe in the deep state. I believe there's a handful of people that control the money. I believe there's a handful of people that adjust the interest rates to benefit them, not you. I think the worst lie it's ever told is some Fed secretary saying we're going to adjust the interest rates to cool the economy down to hedge inflation. Hedge off inflation. Okay, I should know that. I mean, you know what? Makes sense to me, right? I believe that. I know right now some of you are getting upset with me. I believe there's a Fed chair, and I believe there's some people, you know, that are pulling some strings on the money. I always did say the money. You know, what was it? What was that movie where, what's his name? He wanted to be Count the Money. But anyhow, so I believe that. I believe that there's a certain people that want to slow the economy down on purpose intentionally. Okay? You see, Donald Trump's economy, not Barack Hussein Obama's, Donald Trump's economy is so hot, so smoking, moving so fast, okay? That's the only thing right now that, in my opinion, could hurt him, okay? This is from CNBC. CNBC, consumer confidence hits 138.4 in September versus 132 estimate, okay? Consumer confidence rose in September, notching its highest level in 18 years. Okay? Highest level in 18 years. Consumer assessment of current conditions remains extremely favorable, bolstered by a strong economy and robust job growth. Okay? So consumer confidence, that's you. That's just the confidence. It's an index. You get up in the morning, you feel your job's okay and it's safe. You get up in the morning, you feel you're going to get paid on Friday, and you're not worried about the boss going saying, you know, we're going to cut out all overtime. You get up and you go in the morning, and you know what? The shift manager, if that's the way you work, shift work says, hey, you gotta work, you know, an extra 12 hours, and all you're doing is counting. Hey, that's enough for that TV I wanted. And I'm just saying this, all right, putting it together. Or, you know what, I'm gonna put that aside to pay on the new car. Whatever. But it's confidence. It's confidence that you leave on Friday and the place is going to be open Monday. It's confidence. There's all kinds of things that lead to consumer confidence. Okay? I have always, in my own personal life, that kind of confidence has always put me, and I'm sharing personally, in a position to make a decision on a big purchase or a big move, okay? Now, I believe in risk, and I believe if you don't take a risk, you don't know what happened. I believe in risk. Some don't. But for those that do, okay, some indicators help you make the decision of what your next move is. So what better to do? So that's consumer confidence. Consumer confidence. Small business confidence is back at record high under Trump. CNBC Survey Monkey. Okay, this came out in August. Now we're on the downside at August, September. Now we're October, November, December. That 90-day downside to the end of the year. Okay. Small business confidence is back at record high under Trump. Now, during Barack Obama, we actually would do economic forecasts and economic indicators and economic explanations based on weather models. Not joking, okay? Well, things have slowed this past month. The Wall Street didn't get hit too hard because they understand the job growth, slowing job growth, or this sector of the market slowing down because the economy slowing down is because of this storm. or this hurricane or this snowstorm. I mean, we actually had people out there doing economic adjustments, okay, based on weather. So small business confidence is back at record high under Trump. This is in August, okay? Bolstered by a strong economy, small business confidence has continued to climb to record levels, even in the face of potential trade war and increasingly tight job market. All right? Up. An online quarterly poll surveyed more than 2,000 small business owners from July 27th through August 5th. Confidence index hit a record high of 62, tied with results from the first quarter of 2018. All right. 33% plan to increase their number of employees in the next 12 months. Okay. Over 58% of respondents say business conditions are good, up from 53 last quarter and 39 a year ago. So let's stay with that, okay? Year ago, only 39. Trump takes office. There's only 39% of small businesses that say conditions are good. It goes from 39 to 53 to 58. All right? 33% at this survey said they plan to increase their number of employees. So you have August, September, just of this year. Let me double check. Let's see. This came out August 2018, okay? 2018. All right? And this came out, the consumer confidence, September 2018. So September, August, September, October, November, December. Within 3 months, not even 3 months, within 2 months, 60 days almost, they're determined to slow the economy down. They're determined to kill consumer confidence. They're determined to stop small business in its tracks of being confident to make the next move. Now, I know all too well. It takes all kinds of people for the world to go around. If you're out there right now and you're traveling to work somewhere, okay, then you know what? The business needs you to work. They have positions. You have the confidence you're going to work, confidence you're coming home, confidence that you're going to get a paycheck, you're going to buy something, a house, car, whatever. That confidence here, that's a consumer. Small business, that would be us right here. We're small business. We are Small Business USA. Right here, you're watching it this morning. We make a decision to expand and put new reporters on. We make a decision to expand our sports department. We make it a decision to expand and start covering news in other counties of the state of Georgia or other states. That's our confidence level. Because we know and we feel good in the morning when we get up. Now, I'm going to sum it up with that. We feel good in the morning when we get up on the direction of the country. Now, the media... See, you're okay until you see this. Now, for me, I'm going to tell you, I might be way too personal this morning. I may be sharing too much, what is it, TMI, too much information. That stock market meant nothing to me yesterday, personally. I didn't lose a dime. Now, I understand there's people that are investors, and that's what they do, and but that's what you do. They're investors. And what they won't tell you is the algorithms, because there's people that do day trading. 7 days a week they do day trading, and they got all these computer models set up in their little study in their home, and they focus on these computer screens all over. And they've got these written programs, and if something starts to move a certain way, it will trigger sales. It'll automatically trigger sales. If something moves another way, it'll automatically trigger buys. Okay? Nobody ever talks about what triggers might hit to cause this. Nobody's talking this morning that even with this, Okay, I think the stock market's still up this year, 3-point-something%. All right? But if you keep seeing that, if they could create that on the screen for you, and then the media does their part, let's go to 19. This is at 5:09 a.m., all right? They're working this hard. This is working real hard. U.S. stocks fall on growing fears of a recession, okay? There's a model, and I don't want to get into this because it gets technical. I understand it somewhat, but I can explain it not at all. I can't really explain it. But there's models that they say they're looking at, economic models, that show indicators, all right? So U.S. stocks fall on growing fears of recession, right there. How better to stop Trump? How better to slow Trump down? How better to bring this country down, right? Number 20. There's Larry Kudlow. U.S. stocks fall on growing fear of recession. I'm going to tell you right now, there's a group of people that put us in recession, and there's a group of people that pull us out of recession. And our confidence right now as a people here in this country is at all-time high. All-time high. And there's certain people that do not want to see, 1, the success of our country, 2, the success of our president, and 3, our success, period. That's just my opinion, okay? But if they can start putting it in your head, if you watch that stock market and you watch the left media, the deep state media, start selling you there's a recession, maybe small business will slow its thoughts of opening more stores, hiring more people. Maybe small business owners this morning, and if they can continue down this road, they may be sitting around saying, well, we better hold on. We better not invest in those 2 trucks. Well, it's recession. We talked about recession in October. Now we see slumping truck sales, big truck sales. Not even 45 days away is coming in, slumping truck sales. More reason to feel there's a recession. No. They are creating, okay, a narrative. They are manipulating, and they are trying to sell you that a recession is here, and we're on the edge of a recession, and they're trying to kill confidence in our country and our president. It's the bottom line, okay? You tell me. Now, I know what's going to happen here is you're going to say, as things progress. Now, myself, I don't see it. I don't see it. All right? And I'm not blind to it, and I'm paying attention. But I do want you to know their intention is to push us into a recession. Their intention is not to stop. Because, see, if you look at that headline there, U.S. stocks fall on growing fear of recession, do you expect them to come back spring of next year and say, we were wrong? I mean, we thought a recession was in place, but it's not. Absolutely not. The media will not stop till they try to get us, at a lack of wanting to say it, mind control, that we are in a recession. That's what they're hoping for. And we're not. They're hoping for a recession. That is the saddest thing. The media hoping for a recession and trying to kill all confidence right now in this country. What a day. I'm your host, BKP. We'll take a brief break. I just wanted to get that because you're getting beat with that. You're going to get beat with that all day long. There's going to be these quick sound bites on the radio, okay? There's going to be quick sound bites on the radio. You're going down the road and you're listening to some radio station. This is the top of the hour, and they're going to break in with their 3-minute ABC News clip or NBC News on your radio station. And in there, it's going to be really quick, not even 10 seconds. Yesterday, the Dow was down close to 800 points on fear of what many economists are saying that many economists fears of a recession coming here soon, on its way, coming to a country near you, USA. Those are going to be little sound clips that are going to start to go in your head. Honey, I wonder if we should buy a car. You know, the media, I heard 3 times a day on the news that something could be happening on a recession. I'm your host, BKP.